Lesson 3, Improving the Crab. We're going to add some worms. But I want to make sure everybody, let's backtrack here. I want to make sure everybody answered the quiz questions for part 1. Make sure you get these in your notes. Just double checking. Do I need to show you again? There it is. Hit pause. Make sure you answer all those questions in your notes. Alright, now we're ready to add some worms, because crabs love to eat worms. So we're going to add a subclass of animal named worm, give it the worm picture. Classes always start with a capital letter. Methods start with lowercase letters. Okay, add some worms to your world. Also add some crabs. Run the scenario. What do you observe? What do the worms do? What happens when a crab meets a worm? Alright, so basically here's what the deal is. You're going to go a little something like this. You're going to right click on animal. You're going to add a new subclass, and you're going to call it worm with a capital letter. And here's one thing I want you to know. Let's take a look at this. So classes always start with a capital letter. So when you're making a new class, crab, animal, classes, crab, worm, they all start with capital letters. But on the other hand, methods start with lowercase letters. And you might think, well, that's silly. Why does it matter? Well, see, like this. Look, get random number, get random number, turn. It just makes your life easier, because there's certain things that will be confusing that you wouldn't like. Hey, is that a method, or is that a variable, or is that a class? So anyway, it makes it a lot easier. Okay. All right. So we know that. Let me compile this here. So we know. Answer this question real quick, and then we'll go to the next thing. Answer these. Hit pause. Answer these questions. Those questions right there. Okay. Alright, we know that if we compile this and we put worms and crabs in there, when the crab touches the worm, he won't do anything, and the reason is because... Hold on, I messed this up. Hold on. Let's try this again. Alright, so if we put a crab and a worm together, okay, and we run it, we know that nothing will happen because we never taught the crab how to eat the worm. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next. Alright, we want to make the crabs eat the worms. Open up the animal class editor and switch to the documentation view. What methods can we use to help crabs eat worms? Okay, see if you can add a code to the crab's act method so that he will eat the worms. Okay, hit pause, do that. Okay. Okay, there's the quiz. Except for, I'm just joking, I'm going to show you. Alright, so here's what we do. We're going to go over here to the animal class, right? So we double click on animal. Won't move over. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to go to the animal. So you have two views. You can look at the source code, which shows you all the source code for the animal. You could probably find it here, or you could go to the documentation. Alright, so here's what we're going to find. Okay, we have act. We can find out, for the animals, can find out if they're at the world's edge. They can see something. Okay, java.language.class, so they could see a class. So you could ask your crab to see if he can see something. And then, oh, look at this. He can also eat something. So maybe you can use one of your conditional statements. If the crab can see a worm, he should eat a worm. Okay? Alright, give that a shot. See what you can come up with. Okay? Alright. Alright, now we're going to go to the quiz and answer these. Except for, ha ha ha, I just tricked you. I'm really going to show you here. So here's what you do. It's going to look something like this. Okay? If you tried it and it didn't work, well, here's what it's going to look like. Right here, you're going to put another conditional. If you can see the worm.class, eat the worm.class. So here again, well, let's do this. Let's go edit, auto layout, so see everything's all copacetic. So you can see we start the class. Where's the end of my class? Do I have the end of the class in here anywhere? Oh yeah, it's not there. Alright, so we're going to hit enter. There we go. No? Enter. There we go. Okay, so you can see I started the class, I ended the class, I started the act method, I ended the act method. Notice again the class starts with, okay, I started this if, ended this if, started this if, ended this if. Then move is kind of here on its own, okay, and then I started another if. If you can see the worm, eat the worm. Alright, so now if we compile that, check that out and see what happens. Now you are ready, finally, for the quiz. Alright, so I went too far. Okay, so do this quiz now. This was very short, so now go on to part 3. Okay, so we'll start the video for part 3. Answer this in your notes and go on to part 3. Ready, break.